Understanding Native American tribal sovereignty and its impact. Learn about Native American tribal sovereignty, its importance to their culture, history, and ongoing struggles for self-governance in the U.S. Understanding Native American tribal sovereignty, why it matters. You know, I've been thinking a lot about something that doesn't come up in everyday conversation nearly enough: Native American tribal sovereignty. It's one of those topics that has so many layers, and it's critical to understanding the relationship between the United States and Native American tribes. So I figured I'd just chat with you about it like we were sitting in a coffee shop. First off, tribal sovereignty basically means that Native American tribes are recognized as distinct, independent governments within the U.S. They have the authority to govern themselves and make their own laws on their lands. This isn't just a symbolic thing. It's a legal and political status acknowledged by the U.S. government. The tribes manage their own affairs, including law enforcement, court systems, and land management, but it's a pretty complicated dance because their sovereignty is often limited or challenged by federal and state governments. One of the tricky parts is that tribal sovereignty isn't absolute. It's considered domestic dependent sovereignty, which means while these tribes have rights to self-governance, they're still under the umbrella of federal oversight. Think of it like a balance between independence and federal authority. This is why issues around jurisdiction and legal authority keep popping up. For example, who prosecutes crimes on tribal land? Who has the right to regulate natural resources? How are tribal businesses like casinos regulated? These kinds of questions demand clarification because they impact the everyday lives and culture of Native American people. And the answers aren't always straightforward due to historical treaties, court rulings, and sometimes conflicting state or federal laws. Speaking of history, it's important to remember that Native American tribes weren't always allowed this kind of recognition. Their journey towards sovereignty has been a long struggle that includes forced removals, broken treaties, and systematic attempts to erase Native American culture and heritage. All that makes these sovereignty issues deeply tied to Native American history and identity. In more recent years, tribes have used sovereignty to protect their culture and rights. For instance, many tribes have established tribal schools that teach Native American culture and language, helping preserve traditions that might otherwise fade away. Tribes also manage health, education, and housing programs designed specifically for their communities, something only possible through their sovereign status. But that doesn't mean sovereignty means the path is smooth. There are ongoing battles over land rights, environmental protections, and the rights of Native American people to manage their resources without external interference. Sometimes states try to exert authority over tribal lands, which leads to legal disputes and sometimes even confrontation. All of this is a reminder that tribal sovereignty isn't just a legal term. It's a living, breathing concept that shapes how Native American tribes maintain their identity and govern their futures. It's about respecting their rights as distinct nations with rich cultures and histories that stretch far beyond what many people imagine. Before I wrap this up, I want to mention something special I recently came across. A book called For Such a Time as This. It's a beautifully written work that offers insight and hope related to Native American heritage and resilience. If you want a deeper connection to this subject that's both inspiring and informative, you should definitely get your copy today. It's a great way to support Native voices and learn more about these communities in a meaningful way. So yeah, tribal sovereignty is a powerful and complex topic. It touches on Native American culture, history, and law, but most importantly, it's about respect for Native American people's right to exist and thrive on their own terms. Next time you hear about tribal lands or Native policy debates, I hope this helps you see the bigger picture. Thanks for hanging out and chatting about this. There's so much more to learn, but understanding sovereignty is a great foundation to start from.